who are playing for a playoff slot here to potentially make a move.
Yeah, but it's definitely going to be Fnatic as the favorites here. They're going to start as the better team, the more experienced team. I think the first series is just like you said, hiccup with Forev. It's their first series together with him. Probably have to iron things out, work things out. And now, we've seen them play in the last couple of series. They look a lot better, much better than their first series together.
I definitely agree with you. However, maybe that's the thread they're trying to pull at here from Adroit, right?
He's trying to trick him that he placed the ones.
Yeah, nicely done. I like that.
Not sure if he felt he's gonna fall for it because he was pinging him.
Yeah, I always do that too, actually. I always do it. Or you know what I do? Sometimes I'll show up, I'll run top immediately if I'm playing pos 4 on Radiant. I'll run top and I'll drop the observer ward in the tower, and then I'll show and turn around immediately and then bait it, and then I'll plant the ward somewhere else in the lane. It always works. I check the replays.
When they buy the sentry, then you're gonna use your voice line.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, no, but for real, do you think Adroit potentially they're trying to pull out that thread? Because you said the PL has a great lane here versus the Doom, generally a favorable matchup for him. Maybe that's what they're trying to exploit here, the one weakness of Fnatic that they know they can maybe take advantage of.
It's just generally a good PL game. You look at their heroes; they are all not very good against illusion heroes, except for the Invoker, which if you can get to 25 with yeah, sure, but probably gonna be like a Quaspex Invoker, I think here. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a Exort Invoker because they are lacking like a. If it's an Exort Invoker, it'll be a very greedy draft because Doom offlane, Exort Invoker, and Terrorblade.
Yeah, would be very active. Oh, nice job there, interrupting the Shadow Rays. That's gonna hurt Mac a bit here, who did commit already for the raises at level 1, so he's not gonna be able to get the first wave. You really only raise for the range creep, isn't that right? Especially for the range creep, I should say.
Yeah. Range creep is all or nothing.
Oh yeah, it really is here. But it's going to be a fun mid lane to watch here between Mac and Moon. Top lane here that we have Perez.
Wow, he started with a null talisman on the Grimstroke.
Yeah,
interesting. I think I've seen, was it Jenkins? Someone made a video about like getting null talismans right now. Like if you get like 2 null talisman on Darkseid, you actually have enough mana to sustain through the laning phase, spamming Iron Shells.
Without a Soul Ring?
Nah, yeah, you don't need the Soul Ring.
Wow.
You just need 2 null talismans.
I'd be curious now that the buffs to Soul Ring have obviously been
changed.
That's
the previous.
Right, yeah. So I think now that's probably not as efficient. But I mean, the null talismans are going to be great, especially on a right-clicking hero. The Grimstroke going to be trading blows here very frequently with that. Tank,
because I bring that up because some of the position 4 players in this kind of lane, they like to go Basilisk. So you just
especially on the Grimstroke, right?
Yeah, you just keep spamming, push out the wave and try to pull.
Yeah.
And null talisman, like you said, it's more to giving you also the right-click damage, so your laning is much better.
Yeah, it's not an insignificant amount, to say the least. It really does help you out quite a bit here, as DJ was looking for the kill there onto Puck, just trying to keep her out of experience range, and will do so, and forces the Salve to be found.
Yeah, they have a very scary team fight, Richie. Warlock plus Grimstroke.
Yeah.
Double Fatal Bonds.
Double Fatal Bonds. It is no joke, especially with that level. Is it 10 or 15 talent of the plus 4%? It's quite strong now. They always keep rebalancing
jabs. Cancel the cell.
Yeah, he's going to be breaking vision here, luckily. CML with the Wave of Terror will eventually catch him. But he's going to be able to get away scot-free for that one. It is going to be, it is, level 10, plus 3%. I mean, really, you need to look at that and say, it's plus 6%, right? So that's some pretty serious
Is it
damage.
still the cast range from the other talent? Cast range. The 150 cast range is very big.
It is, but, I mean, really, you don't, it's only for... I mean, because the Golem cast range is so big already, right? So it's really only going to be for the Fatal Bonds. I don't think you're going to have too much of a problem. You have so many tanky frontliners. You have your Doom, even the Grimstroke as well to save you to some extent. Because the Rock right there is going to be quite crucial to these teamfights, like you said.
Yeah, but I'm a cast range guy.
Yep.
The cast range helps also not only just the Rock, but the upheaval is something that you would probably
very true
use in the team fights a lot.
Very true. Maybe you can try and force a swap or at least a silence out from the Puck to try and stop that one.
Good usage of the spell so far by the Invoker securing his last hits, either with the Tornado or the Cold Snap. And he used a very nice EMP previously to remove the mana from the Shadow Fiend, so you can play around the lanes better. I think so far looking at the CS is going okay for the Invoker. Quaspex Invoker generally you have some trouble last hitting in the early stages.
Yep.
And now he's even with the Shadow Fiend. That's great.
Now do correct me, but I do believe that they rebalanced Fatal Bonds because everyone was doing this Grimstroke Soulbind.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Right, so now it's not as broken as you might think, but it's still pretty broken if there's only heroes around, right? So maybe that's something to take into consideration. Always a good idea to take fights around heroes.
He just dead.
He might be dead. The boar as well. Yeah, he's just gonna click the boar.
Hit the beast.
Bentoy's like, I need to deny the boar. Booey's like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna die.
Yeah, so 4-minute ruins getting picked up by the Fnatic supports. Jabs makes the rotation there. So gonna pick up that DD. Gonna go back to the lane with that extra boost of damage. But so far so good for all the lanes. I think everyone's happy farming. Doom has 24 and 3 right now. I think he's the happiest out of all the cores. Terrible and Beastmaster are like 50-50, 17 and 16 apiece. Yeah. So overall, I think everyone's happy with how the laning phase is going.
Speaking of the laning phase, we generally see a lot of impact from the supports in the laning stage, right? At least the most dramatic, we can focus on them because the cores are just hitting creeps. These Fnatic supports, they have been changed up. If you didn't catch their previous few series here out for Fnatic in this tournament, it's going to be DJ now on the position 5. Could you explain that? I think our panel explained it as well, but if you could elaborate on that a little bit?
Why you? Why me?
Well, I'm just curious. What are your thoughts? Obviously, with Ice taking a vacation.
It makes a lot of sense because when you're commanding the game, you're taking control of the whole situation. It takes a lot of concentration, and you don't want to be playing a very mechanical, intensive role in the game. So when you're in pause 5, it definitely makes things easy for you. Because what the players said that because Ice is not around, he's usually the main commander in the whatever they said, whatever word they use, main shot caller or something strategist.
The commandant.
So it'll be all on DJ because usually he does it with Ice 50-50.
Yeah.
And now Ice is not here, so to relieve some of the tension for him or pressure on him, they move into position 5 since Jabs is also very comfortable on
Yeah,
Hostile.
most definitely. And to your credit, to just exemplify your point, sometimes you'll see some position 5, some very notable position 5s, just kind of standing around on the map, not really doing anything. But if you check their hero perspective, they're always looking around.
Yeah, they're clicking on items, and obviously the other thing is talking. You're always talking to your teammates.
Of course, DJ is going to take a death here. Mac, nice distance here.
Just trying to make sure that what the enemy team, trying to scout what the enemy team is doing, because it's the catapult wave. You don't want, the support of the enemy team is probably going to come.
Macy in trouble.
Macy,
I don't see why he's going to be totally fine. Quite low HP though. But yeah, no, the point I brought that up was sometimes you'll see them just kind of like standing there and they'll just get ganked.
Yeah, it happens a lot, like to Puppy, to a lot of the Captain players, no tail. Sometimes you have to put your attention elsewhere, talking to your teammates, looking at the items, thinking about what to do on the map.
Oh my god, MCY needed to be careful. They're baited by the catapult. Now Forev might consider diving this tier 1 tower. A great magic missile might just save his life, but the magic damage will take him down.
That's a huge kill for Forev. Now he's going to be even fatter from the laning phase.
Oh yeah. He's feeling real good.
Invoker has already completed, going to have his boots before he rotates, but so far so good. All the lanes are going well for Fnatic, all 3 cores. Even the PL just died, he's still at a respectable place on the network, and we see Turbo level 5, 3 points in Conjure Image, time to jungle.
I think you mean PL not in a very respectable place. He's actually trailing the pack at 2600.
Yeah, but he died once, still.
Okay, I see what you mean. Cutting them some credit here. Very rare that we see Winter do that, isn't it? But they're going to be able to get the kill now.
Uncharge!
There's the first turn charge. That's always the hardest one to get. Moon likely to lose his life for this one as they will have detection nearby, but they are lacking the lockdown as finally the Ghost Walk will be debuffed, and they're going to get a second kill there in exchange for the mid laner.
Doesn't have boots, so can't really get out of that sticky situation. But he gets the kill on the SF, his first uncharge. And right now, Forev also has a lot of space to work with because the support's rotated away from top. He's trying to maximize the damage getting done on the tower. While he's rushing BKB?
Interesting. Maybe, I don't know actually, because Doom obviously an abysmally small mana pool, so you're not too concerned about this Diffusal Blade. Maybe they don't want to get locked down by the Venge? Because Roar still going to appear.
I can see why he wants it, but it's still strange.
I mean, what does it do, right? It shuts down the puck, it shuts down the SF early game, right? Maybe that's why you wanted to get it so early?
Yeah, but the Doom has, like you said, he has mana, that's why you always see drums. Yep. I mean, see a raw Bensoy should be an easy.
Yeah, jabs. He's going to make it a bit more difficult. Nice job there, closing the gap for the Inkswell. But the Boar Poison, yeah, he's going to be fine.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, it'll happen from time to time.
Win lanes, saving lives.
Win lanes, saving lives, yeah, and that's going to be the Necro Book 1 completed there on our Beastmaster. So he's going to get a serious push now going bottom, and another serious push actually. Fnatic, they're pushing 2 lanes at once as Moon will to make the rotation top lane on his Quas Wex Invoker. Still has the pair of Urn Charges ready to be used. I don't think he's going to be able to find anyone here.
Yep, good rotation as well to finish up the tower here, and in the meantime, Walla was taking the mid lane, so he's getting a lot of XP, and you see the map again. Grimstroke is taking the dangerous area, Terrorblade is in the gold mine. It's just like everyone's farming something.
Yeah, Raven, he's been doing pretty well on this new roster, hasn't he? He's just been the very consistent carry player
that's
that
what they need.
need.
Yeah, that's what they need. Because before when they had 23 Savage, his playstyle was different, you know. He wasn't. He has a lot of like a very fancy hero. Say he plays a little bit more risky. That's why he's really good on the Morphling.
The Morphling, that's always the hero. Sometimes the Ember Spirit in the safe lane, right?
Yeah.
If the meta allows for it.
And they felt like it probably wasn't something they wanted to work around.
Definitely.
And they wanted someone different, you know. That's why probably they had this change. But it's so far so good for them, you know.
Yeah, I would say, and no disrespect to Raven, of course, he's a great player, but I would say the meta kind of favors this more of safe style of play now, right?
I like it that you bring that up because since like a month, 2 months ago, I think the meta has transitioned to more like you see a lot like 4 protect 1
exactly, right?
playstyle,
Think
less of like a tri. Because 23 Savage is more similar to like a tri-core
Yes.
carry player.
That's where he
fighting.
excels. Active fighting. He doesn't really like to hit camps. He likes to hit heroes, right?
And right now with the current meta, they feel like Raven's going to provide them with what they need. And so far in the first couple of series, we've been seeing nothing but good plays, you know, from Raven.
Definitely. He's there when he needs to be. Now, we should be looking for him to maybe get involved in a kill or a push here eventually. As Ben Soy in some trouble, he is going to get his mana burn.
Nice
snap.
move.
He is going to die.
Smoke to reclaim their own jungle, their woods. They claim the all-important kill on the Beastmaster.
But for the full protect one, sometimes people get a little bit confused. It's not necessarily like you have a Dark Seer, an Oracle Dazzle. It's not like that intense. Think like TI5 era EG, right? Where yes, you had fear on the carry, but that team was really centered around Sumail, right? Every single game, big rotations, making sure he had a lane advantage, they were drafting in his favor, and he was always coming in big with the plays, right?
Yeah, but fear would be that you know that reliable carry as well. He would be on a less flashy role. Sumail is always going to be taking the spotlight, but fear is there.
He is there. You
still need like a very stable and reliable carry, like just like Raven right now in their team in this Fnatic squad.
That's why Fear played a bunch of the Gyrocopter, a bunch of the very stable heroes.
Yeah, because Moon is like a very risky player. At times he takes a lot. He tries to make a lot of moves on the map. He's very flashy with all the heroes that he's been playing, and you put that together with a stable carry, everything. Gels together.
That's like the old Geek fam, right? Used to be quite good with that. Because you had Carl and Raven to balance each other out. And
Raven.
Yeah. So Raven still has those skills, but I think he's putting them. They're very well suited in this Fnatic lineup, and I really, no disrespect to Fred, but I can't wait to see them back with the full-time roster here. But for now, this is what we got for ESL One Thailand.
He's gonna have his BKB.
Wow, he really is. So I imagine they're gonna be looking to fight here. I mean, they're spike early here, right? This mid lane. Quas Wex Invoker.
But the BKB is still gonna be up against a Raw. It's gonna be up against a Swap. There's still stuff. It's not like, oh, this BKB is gonna make me immortal.
It's not free, right? You're not up against 5 magic dealers, but I mean, it will help, especially the earlier you can use it. But yeah, that BKB already flying on a 13-minute BKB is incredible.
Jabs playing the dead lane. He's gonna get a soulbind off. Silence.
He will. They've actually missed the Dream Coil, I believe. So that means Boomy's going to have to get out of here. Moon closing the gap. There's the Urn Charge. The Cold is unavailable. You bet it is. Boomy without the Blink Dagger will now be
very
dead.
good place there by Jabs. The way he was moving around, the way he's playing the dead lane. Just all around good job there. Opening up a lot of space for the Terrorblade, enabling them to get a counter kill on the park. And right now they're going to move back towards the mid lane and going to transition to open up the top area.
I still would like to see Raven get involved here. I think maybe he can piggyback off the power spike here of the BKB Doom being so early because
they have a ward here.
Need a little bit more. Oh, Mac perhaps in some trouble. Moon, he's going to kick it off there with the cold snap and the Urn. Dropping the rock even as he's going to bring in his own little SF. Actually, he's got the newest set. Not to matter though because Mac is still as
show off that rock.
Yeah, I've got it. He's going to use it. I mean, hey, and that's the beauty of the Warlock, right? BKB piercing stun. It's reliable as heck and very long range cast on that thing.
Do you want to see this hero more? Do you think he's like something that would be
Dire's middle tower
interesting
has
to add to, to drafts? Because he does provide you with like huge team fight. His laning is stable, I would say.
Yes. Well, he's much more of an enabler, right? He doesn't really give you a lot of kill potential as well.
Yeah, but he gives you a lot of sustain, and in the team fight, he's a beast.
That's why you see a lot with the Spectre as well.
Yeah. Spectre, Terror is fine too. Because,
Sometimes the TB.
Yeah, because you want that someone to give you a reliable lane face, and that hero to protect you in a team fight.
Especially because the TB's lane, his lane really ebbs and flows along with the metamorphosis, doesn't it? Right? So you need someone that when you get in there into the melee range on the melee form, you need someone that will be able to heal you back up.
Are they going to do Rosh? What's this smoke about?
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to go to the triangle.
They are, and look at
And
this.
guess what?
He is ready. They're going to commit the roar onto him, but that's going to be basically the smoke gank in exchange for the
Is that
position
diffuser?
5.
Yeah, they're fighting with the diffuser.
Mm.
That's what that was, but every good team will place the
Radiant's
carry
middle tower
behind
is
the
under
support. The support will be standing in front to
Yeah,
just make
yeah.
sure that the smoke is broken, because you just use a route.
That hurts.
Enemy knows that you don't have a big spell, so they're going to run at you. And they get the middle, very important tier 1.
Good patience from Raven as well, not to be farming that stack. He really wanted it, but
Yeah, they should be looking to get the Rosh soon with this kind of lineup. Beast, Bench, Shadow Team.
yeah, they've got plenty of great auras, right? And plenty of of damage to do it.
You kind of wish you have this
Dire's
lineup
top
around
tower is
on
under
Radiant
attack.
rather than Dire, because it's easier for you to control Rosh. Like when you have this Bench, SF, Beastmaster kind of lineup, the first Roshan is very crucial for
Well,
you.
not so much when there's no rock, right? Which is why we see them go for that play like that so aggressively. There's no way they charge up high ground without vision if there's a golem, right?
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
but
tower is
still right
under
now it's
attack.
going to be, Roshan's going to be something that they're looking forward in the future. They want to try to claim it as soon as possible for them. The Radiant team is very greedy, so you see like a Midas on the Invoker, and they already have a Doom, and they have a Terrorblade on top of things,
Invoker looking to transition into more levels in the Exhort, get some of that magic damage out now, and the levels, most importantly.
I think the Exalt part is because you need to deal with the PL. They don't have any good tools to deal with the PL. I mean, you can go for Radiance on Doom, but maybe not now. He's going for a Blink after the BKB, but you definitely want someone to be able to itemize or at least play towards dealing with the PL, because the PL has been so far untouched.
Indeed, as has Raven. Kind of gotten once, but
PL is really good against TB right now.
He is.
You burn his mana, so you can't sunder.
burn his mana. TB does not do well against crowd control. He doesn't like building Maelstrom or Mjolnirs, really. Not really his cup of tea.
Aghanim's is good against the PL on the TB.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And of course, the supports for Fnatic actually wreck a PL as well.
Radiant's
So
bottom
that's
tower
not
good.
is under
So
attack.
bind.
Yeah.
Right,
So
basically
bind.
being the big catch there. So we'll see here, as I believe we see someone smoked up behind. I think maybe it was Moon. The rest
Well.
of Fnatic, they're looking to contest this. Everyone's just chilling here.
They were
all
waiting.
fine.
They were waiting for the Hawk.
Ah,
Oh, now they smoke up. They want to end. Where are they going? They're going to the
Radiant's
triangle. Okay,
bottom
this might be a
tower is
very,
under
very cool
attack.
move.
Yep.
So the Dire team thinks they're around that area. So the other team, the other side of the map is like to them is a dangerous side. But Fnatic are trying to use this information and try to play around it and move towards the side that they think is the safe side.
yep. A little do they know
Can they
that.
get the SF?
No, he scouted that out. The Hawk giving him the vision. He knew something was up. So he
They have
farms
a
it and
ward
moves
behind
out.
the tower. They need a ward behind the tower, if possible. They have a ward on DJ here.
Oh, they're gonna go for it. Maybe Moon just poking, seeing what he can get.
There's a bench behind him.
He'll get a bit of mana,
Yeah.
but not much else.
Yeah.
Good read there out from Adroit.
Yeah, that was a very, very good,
Good
move.
reaction.
I think from both teams, they both reacted to what the opponents did perfectly.
Yep. A little bit of it takes two to tango, as you might say, right? Oh, we're gonna hold our high ground, and Fnatic go, okay, we're gonna take the scenic route and try and gank your triangle. All right, well, the game continues. Very low kill game, this one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right?
but just pay attention to how they're moving and how they're farming in the map. It's not just like about kills.
No, it's not.
It's about how you utilize the map,
Dire's
how
bottom
much
tower is
farm.
under attack.
I always discuss this about with my players about. It's about like getting the farm, like which team can maximize more farm on the map. Like how are you placing heroes that you think that it's more efficient farming which areas. And now Adroit, because they know that the Radiant team is pushing the bottom tier 1.
Yep, they've shown.
They're going for this rush, which I said earlier that it's very, very important for
They're
them
gonna
to
get
the
it
rush.
so quickly as well. Necro 3 up.
That's why you don't want to
D-ward.
move. That's why you don't want to move to the bottom area as the Radiant team. You always want to stay around the rush area, especially against this kind of lineup.
Yep, Dire, although they are at a disadvantage because of the location of that triangle on the Radiant side, they at least have the outpost to TP too, right?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I felt like this tier 1 as a trade for Roche is not worth it.
No. Generally, you almost always ignore that tier 1 until there's no other buildings
Yeah.
to push, right?
or you feel like you're just so strong, you know, you can just do whatever you want. But here, I don't feel that.
Were they not confident in taking a Roche fight there? What do you think? Or they're just a misread?
Yeah, I think it's a misread. I think they could have definitely taken a fight. They had Rob. Wait, Doom's on. Oh, they used.
Oh, they used Doom. They found.
Okay.
They found a puck. Okay, free kill there onto Boomy.
I mean, now it's fine that he does this because the enemy has Aegis, so you don't want to fight into that.
No,
you're just trying to go for pickoffs.
They're looking for the pickoffs, delay the push, right? Try and delay the big fights from coming out. Not like this. They're now going for the bottom tier too because they can transition back here for 2 bounties, farm the enemy triangle, and just try and keep as efficient as possible.
Yeah, and try to open up the outpost too by killing this tier 2.
Yes. They are going to be
Here comes the
TPing
Shadow
Mag
King.
and Boomy as well, but Forev getting the vision from behind the tier 2 tower. Raven with the Metamorphosis still active. He's got about half duration.
Yeah, they shouldn't look to trade the towers. They have Aegis. They want to fight.
They do want to fight here. Nice Tornado is going to give him the escape, I believe. Jabs maybe just about ready to go back in. But the PL actually, he's still a little bit close, rather far. He's not going to be able to close the gap.
There's no Metamorph round.
That's something a bit awkward here about the Adroit draft, right? How exactly do they start fights here? Just a blink roar, perhaps?
Well,
Coil?
They need a blink on either the beast or the puck.
Yeah. Because it's not too natural here, right?
So
whereas
they'll have it soon. They'll have it soon. Their lineup is going to come online very, very shortly. Once they have this blink, because right now they have team fight, they have damage, but they don't have initiation.
Right. That's it's exactly it, right? I think they all TP'd over and they're like, well, what do we do now? Right?
Yeah, but they have to. You don't want to give your tier 2 just like that.
No, you do not. Especially only for a measly tier 1 in the other lane.
And you have the Aegis, you know, you're the boss in the game. You don't want to be taking any trades. So once again, Japs is playing the dead lane as usual. The rest of the team is around the triangle, protecting the carry, and there's someone pushing on the mid lane.
Yep.
Just using all 3 lanes, and the Dire team wants to fight right now.
They did a good job there actually nuking the creep wave, so backdoor is going to kick back in. Jabs getting the TP out. It's going to take them a while for the creep to return. They really go through that. I mean, it's 20 minutes, and look at that. They can almost go through the back. It's impressive.
So they're really strong together.
Yes. Good fortify.
It's just like a 5-man ball and up.
It is. It's not your most traditional one, but the Beastmaster and the Venge, right? The aura is just all powerful there.
Yep. Nicely done by Boomy, cutting the wave as well, and just making sure they're not using too many heroes to push the bot tower. And Raven's getting a trade here. Seems like it's going to be too late for the Dota team to respond. So you're playing against the Aegis trading
holding them. They're holding on the high ground. They've actually missed the coil here onto Moon, and now they're going to be looking to turn the Soul Mine onto one, looking for the Doom. We will actually snag it into the rock now. It's a beautiful team fight for Fnatic, but where's the follow-up? It's not going to be quite there. Getting Doom, roared rather through the BKB will be Forev. They do manage to finish off at least the puck. Doom will now fall. Vengeful Spirit already down for the count. Max, though, finally undoomed. Man fighting versus the TB Illusions as the Warlock will be next to go. MCY, though, continuing to run down Jabs. Man, he got just about one hit.
That's right. Nice.
What? He actually hit him there.
He had vision? Oh yeah, that was a ward.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
That ward may be just providing nearly enough vision.
So all in all, it was a 3-for-3 trade plus the Aegis, so it was fine for the Radiant team. Your big cores didn't die. Your Terrorblade, your Invoker did not die. You lost a Doom, but whatever, you know, it's still a considerate decent fight for you. And here we see a great initiation, double Doom with the Soulbind. But he just dies after that, after the Raw. Just no armor items yet.
Moon not really having too many spells on his cooldown either. You can see he's kind of just chilling down there in the river, trying to consider what he's doing.
I think overall it's still a pretty decent fight for them. They remove the Aegis and game goes on. You know, Terrorblade's gonna farm, Pia's gonna farm. It's gonna be the battle of the carries. And later on in the game, you have an Exort Invoker, you have a Doom. You're gonna be feeling very, very comfortable with that.
Yeah, this PL is starting to become a little bit scary though, for sure, right? You can see they don't yet have such a great way to deal with them without a few more levels in the sword.
If the Doom decides to go Radiance, that could be a decent way of dealing with the Illusions too. But that has to be a very, very long
Solar Crest on our Invoker, interesting.
Solar Crest.
Yeah, for Moon.
It's a very good item to help your TB.
Nice job here. Jabs immediately, he knows it's time for me to die for the team. He's going to break the smoke, and it's
time for me to die.
Pretty much. They're going to maybe try and turn their DJ with the upheaval. Bensoy will actually roar on. Great Tornado, though, is going to stop. Then he follow through, and the Ice Wall as well. Bensoy is completely dead. He's been caught out. They have now committed to Coil, though. They're going to catch two. Great fear, though. Is that going to be able to get the swap, though? It's not going to stop the Coil. Raven, the Sunder gets off versus Mac. Is it going to be the damage? Mac, he needs a little bit more. They're not going to find him quite yet. Raven, actually, the Metamorphosis is still active, but Mac able to just walk out of that fight. Now trying to man fight versus the BL, but unwilling to go against him quite yet. With too many supports, Jabs is going to go down here. MCY, though, trying to man fight his way through this one versus 4 heroes. He will not be strong enough.
Raven just saving the game right there, you know, for Fnatic. Everything could have been all over in that fight if he actually just died there in the initiation.
The swap was just a second late. They needed the snap on that coil.
Yeah.
They didn't get it.
Oh, no.
The upheaval slow. The upheaval slow. Out from DJ. He knew they tried to fight them into the choke point.
Yeah, it's a choke point. Beastmaster went in so deep.
He really did.
With that initiation, and they couldn't really... I mean, they almost got the win out of that team fight. It was just so close.
Yep. Very, very close indeed. Raven with the Manta style. Flashed a bit of damage, but most importantly, did not get the snap on that coil. That would have changed the entire dynamic of the game. Finally, we get more than 20 kills, but most importantly, a net worth lead for the first time here for Fnatic.
That's very worrisome, if you ask me. They won the fight without Doom.
Yep.
Without the double Doom.
Yep. And now they're ready to fight again. There was no rock.
Yeah,
no Doom.
granted they used a buyback, right, on Dreamshot, was it? Someone bought back the last fight.
It was. But really, I mean...
Hey, it was whatever.
It was whatever, right? It's the support buyback. He pops your smoke, you kill him, and he buys back. That's just like that's the pleasantry. Yeah, that's the support life. Exactly. But a great buyback nonetheless, of course, providing the soul bind, providing the lockdown there on the PL, making sure he has to stand his ground and fight rather than down the way.
It's okay. We're gonna see more of that soon. That fight was just the beginning of what is going to happen in this game. It's going to be all this like big head-on fights.
Big clashes.
Big clashes with the SF Requiem against the Rock, the Double Doom. The longer the game goes, it's going to be the better for the Doom.
Rev has actually opted to go for a full Crimson Guard here.
On the Doom?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting indeed.
It's
BKB
great.
After
It's great against PL, you know?
It is. It really is. It negates a lot of his damage, especially once he burns all of your mana. He just kind of tickles you after that.
I still feel like you want like a Shivers. You need some
armor.
Some mana item too on the hero and more armor. He's going for Halberd next, which I feel like might not be the best right now.
Well, it's going to be for Mac, right, who we really haven't seen. I mean, the Requiem was fantastic that game, don't get me wrong. Actually, the Requiem ran him away from the Vengeful Spirit, who was trying to get the snap on the coil, unfortunately for him.
Yeah,
so just kind of a little bit unfortunate there, but this team fight didn't quite come together perfectly.
Yeah, you see Fnatic, the team with the advantage right now, like hitting to control the gold mine, trying to take over the Ancients. This is the right move, then you cut the waves, the mid wave and the bot wave. You see they're doing it with the illusions on the bot wave. Heroes with the mid wave, and even the one lone illusion at top lane pushing on the wave previously.
Bentoy's going to be trying to ramp with the rest of Adroit. They know it's a very dangerous time to be outside of the base with all of the ultis
They
up.
don't want to fight right now. They have to wait. What do they need to get before they are able to fight? What item is going to change the fate of the game for them?
A puck. I mean, the puck axe would be nice. It's a support puck axe, so not going to be too massive.
That would be actually a big deal.
It will,
because their team fight is the swap to break the coil.
Yes.
Or the Requiem to break the coil, whatever.
Yeah.
Which either one it is.
Oh, and they're going to be kicking it off here. They want to go for Mac. Great swap out, but he's only going to swap right back in. And look at the damage on him. Mac down. He goes. He does buy back, but only with 10 souls. Boomy now is going to be exploded. There were 3 heroes there, Winter.
Soul Bind, Double Doom, GG fight, man.
Yep. I didn't even notice the Doom. They were just extremely dead. Mac, though, he still has the ulti. Again, only the 10 souls, but Raven. The Metamorphosis active is going to go straight onto the high ground. He's actually got his own Heaven's Halberd after completing the ESL One.
Yeah, it's just showing them who's boss. You know, I'm Terrorblade, I strike terror on you, respect.
Exactly.
Get out of my lawn, man.
He shoves the mid tower down, just walks over there and bodies them.
Yeah. I mean, that's also the Solar Crest and Alacrity on the Terrorblade, you know. You want to play around the Terrorblade when you have all this kind of like a 4 protect 1 draft or just a hard carry draft. You want to itemize to
Adroit, they need to strike now though, don't they?
Yeah, they have to fight this.
They have all the ultis.
If they give up this Roche, I think the game is just over.
Yep, they're going to smoke up here. MCY.
They have to find the coil into the swap.
Oh, but Roche is already so low though. He's less than 1/8 HP. Can they reach it in time? Mac, is he going to make the jump? CML. Oh, the Dream Coil perhaps. Could it be dropped to Boomy? Oh, it's going to be Raven.
Dia gets the Roche.
Yes, they did get the Roche as Mac popping the ulti. They will get a coil snapped down onto Moon, following up with the Roar. He is going to get blown up. Invoker dead, as is the
No meta,
Warlock.
no
And
meta.
Now the Vengeful Spirit perhaps in some trouble. Raven just free to
Wow,
TP
yeah,
out. There's no stuns there. And now Forev, he did a great job zoning out the rest of Adroit to make sure he could escape.
How do you actually know there was no stuns here?
Because he had the Doom. Forev was just saying, hey, I got him over here, don't worry. Pretty much, he ran over to try and support
Yeah,
the
actually,
Invoker.
I guess with the core down and then the bench did, there's actually no disable.
Venge is dead, and after that, you're good to go here.
That was a very, very good TP saving himself, because if he died once, he would have died twice.
Yep. Yes, indeed, especially with the Aegis. But now he still doesn't
They're gonna try to force buybacks here.
They're gonna have to do that here for Adroit.
He's a beast master SF. The towers are gonna die quickly.
They really are, even with MCY. Trying to scare him off.
Upheaval.
Upheaval's gonna get some nice damage in here
Wow,
for sure.
they're so
Boomy
slow.
getting eaten alive here as Raven continues to fight. There's gonna be the soul bind onto 2. Look at that, the silence on the OPL.
OPL
He's
dead.
gonna die. Jabs finding the kill there, and now Mac, he's gonna go down too. They've overcommitted,
Wow.
underestimating the Upheaval.
One soul bind, 2 cores dead. That is some value. Value play from your support.
Oh yeah, and they're looking for more. Boomy, will he be able to escape? DJ, Jabs with a blink dagger. Oh my god. Yeah, this man, he's like, I don't get to play position 4 all that much, but when I do, I'm buying a blink dagger. That item looks fun. The Sunstrike's gonna miss this time. Out from Moon. Boomy, just giving him the run around, breaking the ankles. He might be good to go here.
There's no buyback on SM and PL.
Nope, and the rest of the
This is,
team, they're not nearly as distracted as the supports. The supports are like, oh boy, kills! Oh boy, we wanna go chase the kills. But the cores directly.
Calm down,
that
boys.
tier 1.
Follow your TV. Get the game. Secure the game. Get the racks.
Yeah, I think maybe they're making the call, or at least making a discussion here of going straight for the throne, and now they will. There's still a tier 2 standing in the bottom lane, especially with Alacrity and the Solar Crest. Damage out from Raven. They do have a repair kit, but for how long will that save them? Fortify as well. The Golem already ready to be used again. Doom. There's Soulbind now ready to go. Golem though, they're going to catch 1, make that 2 onto the back lines, trying to slow him down. Tier 4 is slowly crumbling now. Throne now exposed. Adroit, they're going to have that stuff back at 15. They don't have to fortify. There's the Soulbind now catching 2. Batsoy is going to get the roar onto 1. It's the TV. The Throne still about half HP now as they do get the kill onto Jab. Vengeful Spirit next to go down. Raven just hitting the Throne, getting right in the face, but finally MCY forcing him to fight. He's going to get the Sunder off at the very least. Oh, the Throne explodes. GG will be called. Fnatic